Peace, love, and light. This is just going to be your reading for the moon in Libra. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are going to say our prayer and shuffle up our cards first, and then we shall begin. So dear the Divine God, our Holy Father, Yahweh, and our angels, thank you for being the highest form of good in our lives, for keeping our heads on straight and straying us away from negativity as best as possible. And thank you to the angels for the assistance they have brought today and assistance they bring during this reading. Right now, I'm asking that you guys bless and protect this space as well as the viewers, and myself, to ground us in our energy so that way we know what messages to receive, and to gift us the keen discernment to know what to do with the knowledge received as well. Please grant us the ability to keep our personal opinion and bias to the side if you so choose, the strength to continue on, and the clarity needed to focus. And anything else that you deem worthy for this reading, please allow us to be the vessel to receive and deliver. Amen. Ashe. I feel like this first card is important. First card out is the Emperor. I feel like it's very important. And it's so funny, we got the Empress at the bottom of the deck here. The Emperor. There's a sense of control and authority here. And amazement. This is us being amazed at all that we can do this moon in Libra, with this moon in Libra. This is us being amazed at how much authority and we can do. This is us being amazed at, I keep hearing accomplishments. So we're amazed at all the things that we can accomplish, all the things that we can do. Yeah. We're feeling purposeful. That's the overall gist of this moon. It has us feeling purposeful. So let's go ahead and see what is going on with us for this moon in Libra. How is it affecting us? So we got our challenge card out, which is the 8 of Cups, backed by the 5 of Wands in the reverse. This 5 of Wands in the reverse is everything being as it's supposed to be. There's no conflict. The dogs are just playing. And then we have the 8 of Cups coming from the reverse position in the challenge position. We're starting to walk away from how things are supposed to be. So this is letting me know that we're leaving the ideology that we have of how things are supposed to work, and really this card would go into people who are accepting how things are working and not trying to get them how they're supposed to be. Like, for example, you and Ashley are sisters and you guys don't have a close relationship. As sisters, you're supposed to have a close relationship, but with this 8 of Cups coming from the challenge position, you're beginning to walk away from the thought and ideology of having a close relationship with Ashley. This is you guys beginning to accept things as they are, which leaves you to be more able to manipulate or move around with the energy that is, or the situation that you are in. Once you accept the reality that exists before you, you can do more. What else do we have for this moon in Libra? The 10 of Swords with the King of Wands in the reverse. This 10 of Swords is an ending, a dying. Being stabbed in the back is most important here. This is an ending of betrayal, what I feel, with this 10 of Swords and the King of Wands. This is ending the energy that betrays you now that you are walking away from how things are supposed to be. This is ending the energy that betrays you. Like, for example, you're no longer going to feel betrayed by not having a close relationship with Ashley. It's feeling like you guys have felt like the victim for a while. You guys have felt like the victim for a while because things aren't going how they're supposed to be going, how society says things should be. You guys have felt like the victim because life isn't how society says it should be. And you've been the only one doing what is supposed to be done. You've been the one keeping up the relationship. You've been the one being the good person. You've been the one being the bigger person. And that energy has betrayed you because no one else has been doing it for you or with you. No one is on the same energy. No one is in the same energy as you. The betrayal, for example, is you trying to do something to make things how it's supposed to be, but it doesn't work out, and you just feel betrayed from that. So that's an ending to the betrayal energy, or the energy that we had when we were betrayed by trying to make things how it's supposed to be. And the energy that we have with this King of Wands is a strict energy of trying to make things happen. We're no longer in the energy of trying to make things happen. We're just accepting things as they are. What else do we have? 2 cards come out. The Temperance card and the Hanged Man in the reverse, with the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. This Hanged Man is seeing from a different perspective. This Temperance card is moderation and self-control. The 3 of Pentacles is having no need to build. Once we see life from a different perspective, there's no need for us to build a relationship with it because it's already there. So we have to act within moderation and self-control. Once we see life from that different perspective of just accepting reality as it is and stop trying to make it into what we think it should be, we need to operate with a little bit of moderation and self-control, because there's no need to build a relationship or make a relationship how it should be. We've been in this energy for a long time, that living life as it should be. We've been in this energy for a long time, and that type of energy is a following type of energy, where you're following the crowd instead of making your life how you want it to be. You've just been following the crowd for a long time, so much so that that behavior of making life as it should be, pertaining to whatever concept, wherever you got your concept of reality from, you should, its behavior is embedded inside of you for you to be doing things as it should be. So we need to have moderation and control on that behavior, and have something within us that leads us to be pulled back from trying to create the reality as it should be. Trying to change people we can never accomplish changing people. That is something that people do themselves. That's something that people decide on their own. We can nag them, we can complain, we can yell, we can scream, we can holler, we can do all the things that we can do, but a person will never change unless they are ready to change. So trying to change people has left you in a very hurt energy with this 10 of Swords. But now that you are ready to accept reality for what it is and as it is, you can begin to heal, and you can begin to be happy. And your happiness comes from your acceptance of reality. Your happiness comes from you accepting what reality is and how it is working, and just maneuvering and working with it, especially with this Hangman and this Temperance here. Your reality is to accept that this is what is. What else do we have for this moon in Libra? How is it making us feel? We got the 10 of Cups coming out in the reverse with the King of Swords. We are unhappy. We are in a estranged relationship with this King of Swords energy. We are in a estranged relationship with what we know and feel is right. And I feel from this King of Swords energy, we have this innate definition of what is right embedded inside of us, and it is what is right based off of what is right for good behavior. But this energy will put you in an estranged relationship with it. And I don't want to lead you down the wrong path, but I do want you to accept that it's like what's happening here is because things aren't so how they are supposed to be, you're changing yourself to match the environment around you. When in reality, you just need to accept the people that are around you and still be yourself. There is no need for you to change who you are. If you can still be yourself while you accept the energy that is around you, this 10 of Cups card turns in the upright, and we are happy. Seeing life from a different perspective, accepting how people want to behave and how things should be. The example for how it's like this energy of like, you know what is right and what is good to do. You know how to be right and good for other people and right and good in your relationships, and other people are not doing that. So you feel betrayed every time that you do something good and it's not reciprocated back to you. If you can accept that these people just will not reciprocate that good behavior back to you, then you'll be fine. Still be yourself and do not change. I don't want you guys to go into an estranged relationship with yourself just because all the people around you are doing something. Why do we have this follower mentality? That's really what I need to attack here, is figuring out why we have this follower mentality, because it is following. Why are we following the crowd? Just because Bethany jumps off a cliff doesn't mean that we should jump off a cliff too, you know? And this is technically jumping off a cliff, because it's like you're going into negative behavior or changing into negative behavior because all the people around you are doing the same thing. That's not the right thing to do. Why do we have this follower mentality? Why do we have this follower mentality? Two cards come out, the 2 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune with the 2 of Pentacles. It's a choice that we make. It is a choice that we juggle upon. The 2 of Cups is a card of bonding, unbonding from good fortune. We're just trying to make things happen for us correctly in life. So we follow what is said to be good behavior. But all good behavior is not good behavior. I really want you to know that. All behavior that seems good or look good is not good behavior. Like, for example, you guys following Ashley into bad behavior, or you guys following Bethany off a cliff. Bethany knows how to swim, and it's water at the bottom of the cliff. She's jumping into the sea from the cliff, you know. Bethany knows how to swim. You don't know how to swim. So you jumping off of a cliff is bad, but Bethany jumping off of a cliff is good. You feel me? So it's like you guys need to not follow all behavior that is good behavior, because I feel like I have to throw this example at you. And this example is one of like, you see Josh and Ashley going to the bar every weekend after work. and, or rather, sorry, you see Josh and Ashley going to the bar every day after work. And it looks fun. It looks amazing. There's smiles on their faces. They're having a good time and they're happy that they go there every day after work. But you don't know the reality behind it and the reality that comes with this behavior that looks good because it's fun and exciting and inviting. They wake up with hangovers. They're always late to work. They're never accomplishing any of their tasks at work because they're feeling so bad from the night before. They're hung over all the time, so they have a list of things that they need to do. They're always spending all their money at the bar, so they're always broke and can never take care of their necessities such as rent and lights and water and gas and food and things like that. It's stuff like that situation where from the outside it looks fun, it looks good, it looks harmless, but on the inside it is not. And that's what you have a chance of stepping into if you change your behavior from the one that you have now into following the crowd and doing whatever anybody else has. So you have to be sure, because I know that you guys want right actions and good actions, and you don't want any negative consequences in life. You don't want any type of bad thing to happen to you. So you have to be mindful of whatever behavior that you guys assume to have or want to go into, because it looks good from the outside looking in, but it's not. Like, for example, Bethany has 3 different partners that she's in a relationship with. And that looks fun and exciting because they're buying her things, they're taking her on dates, they're always going out on trips and stuff. She looks like she's living the lavish life. But in reality, what's behind closed doors is that she's always arguing. None of them trust her. She can't get married. None of them want to be with her for a long time. Everyone's just having fun, and she's always lonely, depressed, and sad because nobody is taking her serious. It's types of situations like that where the behavior will look good, but it is not good, because the majority of the time you are receiving negative experiences. And minority of the time we are not. It's a lot of situations in life. It is a lot of situations in life that are receiving negative situations majority of the time. And a lot of people always look at all of the positive situations as if that is the entire life of the behavior that a person is holding, and it's not. Bethany comes into work 3 times a week crying because of one of her boyfriends. Josh and Ashley come into work 5 times a week, hungover and having a headache. It's like you have to pay attention to the downfalls of a certain behavior as well as the highs. You have to pay attention to the lows of a certain behavior as well as the highs. What else do we have for this moon in Virgo? How is it making us feel? You got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. We are not investing our time or our energy into, what would I call this? We're not investing our time or our energy into things that cause us confusion. We're not investing our time and our energy into things that cause us confusion. And we're feeling good about it. It's like if you have a dilemma, that's what it is. We're not investing ourselves in dilemmas. If you have a dilemma, you are not investing your energy in it. You're throwing it to the wind. You're not paying any attention to it. You're just going on and on and on. So because this right here is a dilemma, you changing your behavior to follow everyone else, and you're not investing your time in any dilemma this moon, with this moon in Libra. I wonder how is that going to play out for you? The Ten of Cups again is making us happy and making us continue on with our own behavior. So you are faced with a option, but you're not dealing with this option of changing your behavior or not changing your behavior. And you're faced with this option and you're not choosing. And that's leaving you to be in a happy state because you're not going to change your behavior and follow the crowd during this moon in Libra. But you have the information of it if you are one of those people that are prone to not changing your behavior or something. Like, prone to the bad side of this reading. You have all of the information. I kind of feel like it was pointless. I feel one more card from this deck and then we're done. The Queen of Cups. With the Four of Wands in the reverse. The Four of Wands is not the promised land, not the place for us. And the Queen of Cups is being happy in your own energy and content with yourself. We're still not feeling content with ourselves within this moon in Libra, but it has us wanting to throw that to the wind so that way we can stay and be the same. It has us not wanting to pay attention to the fact that we're not happy with ourselves and with our life. Is it really that we're not happy with ourselves? Or are we not happy with the life that affects us? We got the Fool card in the reverse with the Star. We really, I feel this depression and this sadness as if someone is crying. I can feel their soul crying and sad and depressed. We want to change the life that is happening to us. So to change the life that is happening to you, you want to change the environment that you are in. You want to change the people that you are around, not yourself. Because changing yourself is not going to change other people. It's the people and what they do to you. And there is nothing that you can do to them that's going to make them change. So you must change who you are around. Meaning, get new people. Have a new environment. Get a new lifestyle, a new friendship, new relationships, new people in your life. So you can be responded to how you want to be responded to. And I feel that it's just mostly that these people are not, they're not reciprocating your energy to them. To you, sorry. They're not reciprocating your energy to them, to you. You are not receiving the type of actions that you push out. And that's causing you to be depressed and to be sad. But really, the golden area of this dilemma is for you to accept that is how those people behave, and this is what they give me. Find the blessings inside of accepting what people give you and do for you and do to you. Find the good things within it, and that'll lead you to accept them as they are and not them as you want them to be. Because it's not you. It's not them, it's you that is the problem here. Because how can you say that their behavior is wrong because they're not like you. If you want what you give out to others, then you need to give that energy to yourself. Like, for example, if you want somebody to always be there when you need them to be, you need to be there for yourself. If you want somebody to always be a shoulder for you to cry on and a listening ear, then you need to go and get a journal. Cry on your own shoulder and listen to your own self with your journal. Because really, overall energy is you're just looking for self-love. You're looking for someone to love you the way that you would love yourself. And 9 times out of 10, people like this are always giving out the way that they love themselves to other people and waiting to receive that exact same thing in return, and being upset and saying that they don't receive anything when they don't receive that exact same action back to them. You need self-love, and you need to love on yourself. All of this stuff that you are doing for other people, you need to do it for yourself. You need to bake cookies for birthdays and, bring and do extravagant birthday celebrations or whatever the situation may be. You need to do that for yourself. You have to. Because that's what you're looking for, and that's why you feel like your life is not what you want it to be and people aren't responding to you correctly. It's only because you are not loving yourself. That's the only reason. It's only because you are not loving yourself the way that you are loving on other people. So that's all that I have for you. You guys need to participate in self-love, overall energy. You need self-care days that you love on yourself with, and that'll get you to feel fulfilled in life, especially with this star card that was sitting at the bottom of the deck here. That'll get you to feel fulfilled in life just by you loving on yourself. So you need to take this journey, take this time to actually love on yourself and start to be happy. So that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Peace, love, and light. And as always, be great.